In the video today, we're going to be covering Healspots and how they work. In the last video, when we were looking about adding new maps, you can see when we made our new East Oldale town, it populated this heal location for us, but it didn't actually work with trying to fly to it. I tested later, it didn't work. If we white it out, we didn't go back to that heal location. So the biggest thing we're going to do is get this heal location to work. The first thing we want to do is to kind of just look into the Oldale town one and see how that works. The biggest, most important thing, kind of the first step, is when we go into our normal Oldale town, for this on transition, we set the flag that we visited this town. We're going to want to do the same thing for our new East Oldale town. First, we're going to want to we have this map script. I'm just going to copy this on transition statement. I'm going to go over to my just East Oldale town. And under my map scripts, I have this on transition line. I can look back at the Oldale town and see it looks exactly the same. I'm just going to copy the on transition for Oldale town 1 right now as well. And I'm just doing this right within the script setting. You can make this a script.pori if you want as well. But I actually want this to be above this. I went and added just a little fancy stuff. But I want to change it to be East Oldale town here. I don't really care about the rival ID, and I don't care about this type of stuff yet. I really care about the visited flag, and this one I want to be to East Oldale town as well. So I have this in my scripts.inc for the for my East Oldale town. So that's just in here. Whenever we visit, it'll say, hey, we visited it. Right now it's flag visited Oldale. We want to make a flag visited East Oldale. So I'm going to actually Control C and Control F that. And I have my flags.h open. That's include constants flag.h. If I search up, here's all of these towns and cities for what you visited. So there's visited Little Root, Oldale, Dewford, all of those. A bunch of flags. These just say, hey, you visited the city, and that's kind of how the fly and all that works. You can't fly unless this flag is set. What you want to go down is find some just unused flags. I went all the way down to it'll be the 0 times 8E5. I actually made a flag for Route 1, so I can fly directly to routes. I'll kind of show you exactly how to do that doing this for East Oldale town. But we're going to want to make this new flag. So I want to make this my flag, and then it's visited, and then it's my East Oldale town. I'm just going to line all of this back up. I'm going to say this, or comment out that it's my visited East Oldale town. And I'm going to copy paste this one. When we save this file, it is going to ask us import map. Do we want to reload the project? Yes, you do want to reload the project. I'm going to go back, and if I go back to my East Oldale town, instead of setting flag visited Oldale town, I want it to be visited East Oldale town. So whenever we step into our new East Oldale town, it'll set that flag. The next thing we want to do is to create a heal location. That's what lets us know what we're going to. So if we go into this file here, it's include constants heal locations.h. This is where we want to add a new heal location. There's a heal location count here is 24. And it actually auto-populated this heal location East Oldale town for me as 25. I don't like how this is working. I'm going to just copy paste this whole line. I want to put it after here. I want this to be 24 and my location count to be 25. That's going to trigger our porting map again since it's a constant. Yes, I want to change that. We can go back to there. It's 24, but there's 25 because there is a heal location none up at the top. So that's how it works. So this is Perfect, in line with this. Now we'll want to go to, in this case, you want to set the heal location when you enter the Pokemon Center. So if you look in Oldale Town, there's nothing for the heal location, but if you look in their Oldale Town Pokemon Center 1 floor, when you go into the Pokemon Center, it sets the respawn location to the heal location Oldale. So we want to kind of do the same thing for our Pokemon Center floor 1. You're going to do the same. I'm just going to leave that in there for now. I'm going to go back over to what I already did for an on transition and copy paste those over. We have on transition, but I want it to be East Oldale Town, and then it's going to be Pokemon Center 1 floor on transition. And then I can make this new function, and you can double check. It should just be the two colons, and it's not. It's actually the 1. So that's why I always double check, making sure. You could just copy this over and switched it. And then we're going to do, it'll be set respawn, and then it'll be to that heal location town. So if we look back into the Oldale Pokemon Center, we see this. We don't care about calling the update. It's whatever. You just need this set respawn. And we now have that in our Pokemon Center 1 floor. So that's pretty set for that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to source data heal locations H. I have all these files open. You can just look at there. So here it should be source data heal locations H. When we created our new town, it populated this heal location East Oldale Town already, and it started the XY at 5.5. All of these would be set how you want. If you're adding for a route, like I had to add this new route stuff there, you just follow the same format in this heal location, just kind of structure here. Right now, the XY, as you can see here, you can look in this map group function, but it's basically the town, the map number, and then the XY location. So if we go back into our Pori map, this is at 5.5. You can see in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, it shows you what position you're at. For Pokemon Centers, you want the heal location to be right in front of the center door. So for me, I can hover my mouse over where this location is, and it says at 7.7. So I'm going to want to go back into this source data heal locations H and change this up to 7.7. For my Route 101, you can see I set it as 6.9, and I can go into my Route 101, and it added this heal location right next to this route sign. So if I black out after just visiting this, not visiting another Pokemon Center, it'll take me back to here, or I can actually fly to Route 101 in my game, and it'll take me right next to this route sign, kind of like how it is in ORAS and that type of stuff. But I'm going to go back to my East Oldale Town, and I'm going to say I'm going to want it at that 7.7 location. So that's set in this location in the map. The next thing we're going to do, and this would be the last thing if it's not a Pokemon Center, so like the route location, we're going to go to the source region map.c. In this static const smap heal locations, you can see it's all set, and there's a bunch that are heal location none. For my Route 101 that I added, I changed the heal location none to heal location Route 101. We are going to want to actually add our new map section. So it should be map section East Oldale, is I believe what I called it. And it should have a town because I followed the same structure as that. So it should be East Oldale Town. And then it'd be equals. And then just kind of follow the same structure. This will be a map group. I think I just named it East Oldale, but I can look up. Okay, the Oldale Town has a town, so it should be East Oldale Town for me. The map num. I'm just going to double check. It should be just East Oldale Town. And then the heal location is going to be, it should be my heal location, East Oldale Town. So now I added that. That's the one step in the source data geolocation Pokemon Center.h, we also want to search up the get map sec type. And this should be a function right here, just kind of your static area here. You want to, basically we're going to copy over what we got from this Oldale town. This lets us know, return, if you visited the town, then we can fly. If not, then you can't fly. For my route 101, I just added that simple thing there. For this one, I'm just going to add this, except I'm going to change it to East Oldale Town. My flag visited East Oldale Town, and then can fly and can't fly. That's kind of going to be what you want to do within this source region map.c. Now, if you're looking at a route, like the Route 101, that is all the locations you need to add, and then it should populate the geolocation on the map for you, and you should be able to fly to it, should do all of that. What we're going to want to do in the we're going to want to add more for the Pokemon Centers. So in source data, geolocations Pokemon Center.h, this one you're going to want to just kind of go through. Basically, in this first part, in the geolocations Pokemon Center, we're going to want to just emulate and recreate this functionality that is already here. So I'm going to find wherever the Oldale one was before. And here we go. We have a geolocation Oldale Town. I'm going to copy paste this. I'm going to go down to the bottom. We can notice that it ends with the comma there, so we can keep the comma here. My geolocation, I want it to be my East Oldale Town. And then it should be, the map group should be my East Oldale Town Pokemon Center 1 floor, since it's a Pokemon Center. And it should be the same, the map numbers that. And you want default Pokemon Center codes for the Pokemon Center. You can see like Southern Island, you actually have codes because it's just different. But if it's actually in a Pokemon Center, you want it to be mapped out to there. It'll just take you right where you need to be. Once we have that added to that part, then in the S-Heal NPC local ID, we'll just have to copy paste this functionality and make it with our new one as well. You can see it does add this here. If you do a 0, there's a no heal NPC. That just takes you, if you black out, you go to there. Just dealing with the Latias Island. But we're going to want to keep it on the 1, and the location should still be our East Oldale Town, or it's going to be wherever your new heal location ID is. That's all we need to do in the source data heal location Pokemon Center.h file. Now we need to go into the source save location.c file. And this one, we will need to add the 1 floor and the 2 floor. I created the 1 floor and the 2 floor maps under this save location Pokemon Center list. So we're going to copy paste our Oldale Town just because it works. And copy paste it before the list end. And we want it to be the map.East Oldale Town and East Oldale Town Pokemon Center 1 and 2. We are then going to want to go into source field specials.c. It's going to be the very same type of thing because we were just in the save locations. We're going to go to source field specials, and we want to update if we were in a Pokemon Center, and this is just the 1 floor. So we're going to keep this and change it to our East Oldale Town. And then also we want to look at the used Pokemon Center, and it should be used Pokemon Center Warp, and do the same thing, add our new town, or our new, I guess it's our new town, under there. That should be all we need to do. This will be a big make. Once you have these changes, you can go ahead and make it, and then we can be back once all the changes are compiled and test to see if we can actually fly to it. If we white out, do we actually go to that map, and all of that type of stuff. All of my changes were compiled. I did have a couple errors where I misspelled some things. I just was able to kind of just re-go into the game and undo the spelling. I'm going to go ahead and... Ooh, that was a little weird. We caught him a little before he went. Must be just because on speed up. I'm going to go ahead and get fly right away and teach it just so we can check it later. Let's see if I can actually teach the move correctly. And let's get rid of that. So now we have fly ready so we can test the fly aspects. You can look right now. Clicking on it, I can't fly, can't fly, can't fly to any of those. So we're going to go back. I'm going through my Route 101. We're going to actually go into our new location, and we're in the town. We should have the flag visited this town. I'm going to go over, and now that we visited the town, I should be able to fly to this town. And look, we're flying. Boom. Right now, we haven't went in the Pokemon Center, so if we black out, it should not work, and we shouldn't go to there. But let's go into the Pokemon Center. I added this nurse. She should work now. But I'm actually go into my PC and deposit this Rayquaza, and I'm going to actually go black out, and we should, once we white out, or black out, whichever it is in Pokemon, we should end up right at this save point after. We set the flag, but we didn't go in this Pokemon Center, so we won't end here. Our last heal location we made at was in our new East Oldale Town Pokemon Center, so we should end up there when we white out. If you remember, we set up this battle, and we are going to lose because it has way too good of moves for us. But we will try. We are just going to try to lose really quick. There's the fire pledge we did, and we lost. So we lost. We were overwhelmed. And now we're at Oldale Town. So this one didn't quite work. All right, so thanks for sticking with me in that debugging process, trying to figure out what was wrong, what was going wrong. A very real thing that can happen to anybody in the process. In my East Oldale Town Pokemon Center 1 floor, I realized it was referencing the Oldale Pokemon Center transition. So then it was calling to set the respawn location at the Oldale Town. What I needed to update was to make sure we put it onto the East Oldale Town one. So the heal location was at East Oldale Town. So now we can see the last Pokemon Center we walked into was the East Oldale Town. We're going to fight this Archie battle, and we're going to lose. And we will actually end up outside the East Oldale Town Pokemon Center like we're supposed to. There we go. So that's how you set up all the Pokemon Centers. It's a long, little tricky process. There's a lot of steps you need to do. It can be very easy to just forget and reference wrong functions, as you see that I did here. But once you get everything set, I can just I'm going to try to put together a good set of just basic instructions of what you need to add to each thing in the description. So take a look down there. If following my video is a little tough, that'll just mention, hey, you need to add basically about what this is, kind of quick, easy, kind of directions, hopefully, that can accompany the video if I get a little wonky in there. But yeah, if you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more of the ROM hacking tutorials, Pokemon Centennial updates, and leave a comment if there's a topic you'd like to see covered next. Thank you and have a wonderful day.